Hi friends, welcome back to our channel Physics Tutorial. This is a continuation of plus 1 physics, and today we are going to start the second chapter, that is units and measurements. So if you like my video, please like, share and subscribe. In this chapter we will discuss units for measurements, international system of units, then measurement of length, mass and time, accuracy, precision and errors in measurement, significant figures, dimension of physical quantities, then dimension formula and dimensional equations, then applications of dimensional analysis. And first of all, we can start with units for measurements. So we are using many units, right? A kilogram, second, then and meter, etc. So how we can define unit? What is a unit? Suppose we are measuring a physical quantity, what we have to do, how we can measure? We have to compare it with a standard unit or a internationally accepted reference standard. So that is called a unit. So how we can define it? The standard measure used for the comparison of a physical quantity is called a unit. That is, the standard measure used for the comparison of a physical quantity is called a unit. That should be internationally accepted. Okay, so whenever we measure a quantity, we will express it as a number and a unit. So that will be expressed as a product of number and unit together. Okay. There are two types of physical quantities, that is fundamental and derived quantities. So first of all, what is a physical quantity? Physical quantity means that we will use always, right? So that is the quantities which can be measured directly or indirectly are called physical quantities. The quantities which can be measured directly or indirectly are called physical quantities, and that quantities are divided into two, that is base quantities and derived quantities. Here the fundamental quantities or base quantities are the quantities which are independent of each other. That means they cannot be expressed in terms of other physical quantities. That means in the case of length, mass or time, we can't express that in terms of any other quantities, right? But the derived quantities are the physical quantities which can be expressed in terms of fundamental quantities. That is, they can be expressed in terms of base quantities or fundamental quantities. For example, volume. Volume means length into breadth into height. So L, B, H, these are base quantities, right? Then velocity also can be expressed in terms of fundamental quantities. That is, velocity is equal to displacement by time. They are base quantities. Next example is force. Force is mass into acceleration, right? So these all are derived quantities that can be expressed in terms of fundamental quantities. Clear? So these are the two types of physical quantities: base quantities or fundamental quantities and derived quantities. Next one is fundamental and derived units. As we have studied fundamental and derived quantities, we have fundamental and derived units also. So the unit of fundamental quantities or base quantities are called fundamental or base units. Okay. In the same way, the unit of derived quantities are called derived units. Okay. That is, kilogram, meter and second are the fundamental units, right? And the meter per second, then Newton, like that. Such units are called derived units. Now we have system of units. There are different system of units. So here what we will do is we will take the three base quantities, that is length, mass and time. So these three are the base quantities, and we will take the units of these quantities in different countries. Okay, so according to that we have three system of units here, that is CGS system, that is system was found in French. Okay, that is a French system, and FPS, that is a British system, and MKS, that is also from France. Okay, that was set up by France. So according to this, we will take the first letters of the units. So for example, CGS means centimeter, gram and second. Here you have to remember the names of the systems. That is CGS means the units of length, mass and time are centimeter, gram and second. So it is CGS system. The next one is FPS system. So that is a British system. So what will be the units? F means foot, then P pound and S is second. So foot, pound, second system. That is FPS system. Next one is MKS system. So that is also set up by France, and MKS means meter, kilogram and second system. Clear? So these are the three system of units, that is CGS, FPS and MKS. Next one is the international system of units. That is, suppose we are using the different system of units in different countries, it will be very difficult to follow the units, right? Because whenever we are going to different countries, we will have different units. So it is not comfortable. So in 1971, the General Conference on Weights and Measures developed an internationally accepted system of units. So this is called the International System of Units, that is the System International, that is SI system. So this is most important system and we are following the SI system nowadays. Okay, so that it is very easy to understand the SI system, and whenever we are doing calculations and all, we will follow the SI system. Now we can see what are the fundamental quantities and their units. These are also very important. You have to know the base quantities and their symbols. Okay, so length is meter, then mass is expressed as kilogram, symbol is kg, then time second, then electric current ampere, thermodynamic temperature, that is Kelvin, amount of substance mole, luminous intensity is candela. So all these base quantities that you have to study. In addition to the fundamental quantities, we have two supplementary quantities, that is plane angle and solid angle. So that also you have to just remember. That is plane angle is, the unit is radian, and for solid angle the unit is steradian. And we will find the angle by using the equation angle is equal to arc by radius. Okay. Hope it is clear to you. In the next video we can discuss the measurement of length. So if you like my video, please like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.